ancora Balotelli, è buono questo pallone, attenzione, Balotelli, rete! E sono due, ancora lui, Super Mario, Balotelli, raddoppia per l'Italia, contropiede da Manuale, i tedeschi hanno fatto malissimo il fuorigioco, palla per Balotelli, che ha avuto la freddezza di controllare al limite dell'area di rigore, non ha sentito il peso della responsabilità e ha calciato il pallone e lo ha parcheggiato sotto la traversa. Ha raddoppiato l'Italia, ha raddoppiato Balotelli, che adesso viene ammonito per essersi tolto la maglietta, ma consentitemi una cosa, chi se ne frega, 2-0 per noi.
Ha sfondato la rete, guarda lì, allora innanzitutto un monumento a Riccardo Montolivo che ha fatto ripartire, guarda che botta, raccontatemi.
The best goal of the decade.
The decade?
Well, it's the most memeable goal of the decade.
Memeable?
Yeah, I guess when it hits December, everybody's going to talk about what was the best of the decade. And you have to pay homage to this goal.
Oh, that's true.
Well, really the meme more than the goal.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, dude is looking good.
Yeah.
Like, chiseled.
Yes. Because of that goal, did it birth football Twitter?
I don't know.
Or was it already there?
I think it was already there. But, like, everybody just jumped in.
Maybe Twitter or maybe football memes.
Football meme was always around.
Was it?
Since, like, 2008, I think.
And
but I feel like it shifted from, like, Facebook to Twitter.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that one was all over. I remember, like, every day something new. I'm like, how are you making something new about this same meme? Remember I think there was one where they put, like, a jackhammer under him.
Yeah.
And he was, like, being a construction worker.
There's the one where they made him into a Super Saiyan.
Oh, yeah. And then the one where they made him a Geodude.
I didn't see that one.
You didn't see that one?
No.
So they just put his head on, like, his arms.
There was one where they made him to, like, a Rasta man. They put, like, a blunt in his, like,
really?
mouth, and they put, like, a hat over him. I think there's one where they made him into a leprechaun. There's a pot of gold there.
Yeah, it was great.
You know what the funny thing was? Italy eventually got smashed the next game in the final by Spain.
Oh, yeah?
I think we were there. We watched that final because, like, that was the summer of 2012, and we didn't watch this final or this semifinal. We watched the other semifinal that took place or after between Spain and Portugal.
Oh.
And that was like a 0-0 classic, and then Ronaldo went out on penalties to Spain.
Oh, remember he didn't even take a penalty, right?
Yeah, because he was supposed to be the last one to take it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they didn't get to him because Spain I think because he's the goalkeeper, blocked everything that Portugal threw at them.
Yeah, I remember. That was a good one. But I miss Balotelli. I wish he was still playing top.
I mean, he's gonna be in the Champions League hopefully next year. There, he plays for Nice, I think. No, Marseille.
Oh yeah,
they're like third in the French league or fourth in the French league.
Oh really?
Yeah, so he'll get back there. Did you see the game that took place like 2-3 weeks ago? He like took out a selfie he took out his phone and went on Instagram.
Oh yeah, they made a story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
Apparently, last week when Marseille played PSG, he had a Marcus Rashford jersey. And if he scored a penalty, he would take off his Marseille jersey and put on and wear the Marcus Rashford jersey.
The heck?
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's wait, he just doesn't like PSG?
I guess so.
I was thinking like, well, it's because he's a Man City player, but it doesn't make any sense.
No, there's no beef between them.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember he was like, I think he was like the first like flashy dude, and then after him, all those like Pogba and Lingard, like all those people.
Yeah.
Started to do
Sterling.
it too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was one of the first ones, the first pioneers. Fortunately, he'll never get his credit.
Right?
Yeah.
I remember he was always on the news. He did something.
Yeah. You know how they'd always make those myths of like Balotelli? He he went past an orphanage one time in his like Lambo, and he felt so bad for the kids, he just dropped off his Lamborghini.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I remember I saw one where they were like he went to go get gas, so he just paid for everybody's gas that was there.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
There is a true story, like the one about the firecrackers where he like blew up his apartment.
Oh yeah. That was real, right?
His toilet.
Oh, his toilet?
Yeah, he did it in his bathroom and just like fucked up the whole toilet.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you remember when he got in a fight with Mancini?
Oh yeah. I think didn't they grab each other?
Yeah. I think Michael, we had him on like the pod earlier this year, and he said something about like, yeah, that was one of his favorite moments.
I remember this one time he was in training, and like I guess there's a camera, so he like kicks the ball at the camera, but like it was so nonchalant, like, you know, he wasn't even looking. He just like pushed it over.
Did he break the camera?
No, it just shook the camera.
Oh.
It looked funny. But yeah, he's funny. He's a troll for sure.
Definitely a troll. Miss him. I mean, he's still out there. He might get called up to the Spain national team one day, or not the Spain, the Spanish, the Italian national team.
Yeah, probably.
We'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
Mario Balotelli, the goat.
He always does something. He still does something. He's staying relevant.
Always relevant.
Kind of like Soulja Boy.
So you're saying he's gonna come out with his Mario Pods?
Yeah, Mario Pods.
He's gonna produce a game system with unlicensed Nintendo
Bootleg.
games. Yeah.
Bootleg. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Balotelli's his own thing.
I wish you would come to America.
Oh,
Do you
MLS?
Yeah, MLS.
The Rowdies?
I don't think they can afford him.
He'd have to take a pay cut.
A big pay cut, a really big pay cut. Would he be the biggest star in Tampa?
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
I would go.
Every day. Just see him train. I was gonna say, do you remember when he was still playing with Man City, and he came over to like the US and they played like the LA Galaxy, and like he got like a 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper and went past him, and he like tried to back foot into the goal.
Oh, he did.
And then
like,
he just missed completely.
He did that roulette move, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then like Mancini subbed him off as soon as he could.
Oh yeah, for disrespect.
Yeah.
Do
you remember when Pep said we respected them, and then they smashed that one League One club 9-0?
Yeah, too much respect. No, that reminds me of like how we used to play like back there in the school. I remember we would like do like 1-on-1s, no goalies. No, I think we did do goalies. And this one time, I think, I don't know who exactly it was, but like they got all the way to the goal line. They just had to kick it, and they stopped the ball in the line. They headed it on the ground, and hit it just like what?
That's disrespect.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I've always wanted to do that.
I've never seen it done professionally.
I feel like I've seen it a couple times, but like it's always in Brazil or South America.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, well, screw you guys.
His celebrations were always funny. Balotelli.
Apparently he never celebrated because I don't know if this is true, but he said like a postman never celebrates when he delivers mails.
Yeah, so
he's
why
doing
should I?
Yeah, but now I guess apparently he said he saw his like mailman deliver mail to him, and he was smiling and stuff and celebrating. So he's like, I have a change in
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think it was true. His best one was the "Why Always Me."
Oh, that's the best one.
Yeah. It's just a shirt.
And like you could see everybody in the background, Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Everybody yelling at him.
The media loved him for sure, though.
I think they love to pick at him.
Pick at him?
Yeah.
I feel like it was hard to pick at him.
It wasn't lovable. Like, I mean, he was lovable to us, but like to the English media, you know how the English media is like super like picky at the foreigners.
No, that's true. Yeah, I agree.
Definitely loved by all.
You think he'd be loved here?
Oh, definitely.
Right?
He had to go to like a big city, I think.
They're eating up Ibrahimovic like nothing.
Yeah. But he's pretty good though for LA.
Yeah.
I think he scored like 20 goals last year.
Really?
And he didn't play all the games.
He said he's gonna break all the rules.
Yeah, all the records.
Not the records, but he's like not even halfway there.
Yeah.
In one season, I think he said.
Yeah. That'd be hard. That'd be impossible. That's obviously impossible.
Like, I think it might take 4 years.
I don't think he could last until 41.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he could break the single season goal record, I guess.
Oh, true.
Set by that one, not Argentinian dude, but the Venezuelan dude, Joseph Martinez.
That dude scored against Argentina.
Yeah, on the penalty.
Yeah.
Did you see how he lined up?
He hopped.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I was like, that's really risky.
Yeah.
He did good, though.
Yeah. They smashed Argentina 3-1.
Yeah, I know, right?
Good for Venezuela.
Right?
Yeah.
Some hope.
Yeah, some hope in that darkness. Shout out to Venezuela. Hopefully you feel better.
Yeah.
You get better soon.
Get the medicine.
Yeah. It's expensive over there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like
Remember because all the inflation over there?
Oh, yeah. I don't understand.
Neither do I. We'll put a video from like one of those like YouTube channels that explains.
Right?
Yeah, so if you want to understand social, political, economic stuff, we got you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the international break, Danny. There's not much to watch.
I know.
It's boring.
We're just remembering now.
We're just remembering.
Reminiscing.
It's the vintage pod. Oh,
Yeah.
we kind of were last night when we were before we went out. We were talking about the up tempo Nike cleats.
Oh, the cleats?
Yeah.
Those are nice. I can't believe they re-released them.
They sold out, I think, right?
Yeah.
Let us know if you have a pair. Give us
Yeah.
one.
Let us just one.
Just
not,
one.
Not both shoes. Just one.
Which is your stronger foot, Danny?
Right.
No, get it on your weaker foot.
Left. Why?
Yeah, just so you can flex with it.
Speaking of flexing, I was trying to flex new cleats.
You got some?
On the Nike. Remember I showed you?
The Nike website, yeah.
The Nike website, how you can add your name and stuff.
Yeah.
And your flag.
You should have got the England flag.
England flag?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
It matched better for sure.
Definitely the color scheme was red and white.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting them yet. They're $100. 110.
110. Get the Supreme ones. You said you were going to.
Just add Supreme.
Yeah, off-white. Like I said.
It won't fit.
No, it won't.
Like the word.
Oh, yeah, you had to
Max is
put.
8 letters.
Really?
Yeah.
Off-white.
I guess Arsenal's 8 letters. I don't know.
I don't know. Speaking of Arsenal, what have you thought about their season, Danny?
I think it's great. Well, I think maybe like meeting standards, not like above. So if this was like 5 years ago, we'd be like, so what? You know?
You're competing for top 4?
Yeah, like so what? Like we always do that. But like I don't know. I guess I think like the other teams just like with the influx of money just like passed us because we don't really spend money. So like I think, and then the coaches too. They brought like the best coaches of the time, and then Arsene Wenger was already old. So like I feel like they just had a superior coaching, and then they just passed us. But now with Emery, it's like he's a top coach too, and he has the same players and he's competing better. So I think it was him.
Right. Yeah, it's been an interesting season for them.
Yeah, because our players aren't that bad. It's just it was the coaching. It's looking like that right now.
You're still up there, but it's a very competitive season. Like I think this might be one of the best Premier League seasons ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everybody's really close. The top 4 is really interesting. The battle for the championship's really interesting. And Arsenal's in the nick of everything.
And relegation.
They're not in relegation. I think that's like sewed up, but that's a different conversation.
Who cares about them? I guess.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. So I think it's been pretty good. Like if we had a better defense, I think we'd be like top 3, like solid.
Yeah, who would have thought Rob Holding would have been like the key to everything?
I know. He helped us get a lot of points for sure.
Yeah, like I feel like your season so far has been in the 3 phases, like the 22 game unbeaten streak when you were just like on fire and Arsenal Fan TV thought they were going to win the title.
I don't know if they said that. But I know what you're saying, yeah.
And then like the whole like this like winter holiday when like it was just trash, everybody was hating on Emery and like they were like Dennis Suarez who?
Yeah. And then
now,
the 5-0 with Liverpool.
Yeah, that was probably
that
was probably like I guess the tranche of it, you know,
yeah.
like.
And then we couldn't win for some reason.
Yeah.
We had like a couple of ties after that. Yeah.
And then after that, it's kind of like picked up like, wow, we're consistent.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been up and down. That's how it usually goes though. So, you know, there's always this part of the season where you're like your team's shit. And I think we just went through it.
It's good.
And the funny thing is like it's hitting Tottenham right now and Man U again. Yeah, and Chelsea too.
Well, Chelsea's been weird.
Yeah,
all
I
season.
think they've been always low. No, high and then just dip.
Like, yeah, it was just such a big high, and like their low was really low that it kind of just averages out to 6th place.
Yeah, exactly. Remember they were like touching Liverpool and Man City at one point?
They were. I think they were
pressuring.
Is Chelsea the new Tottenham?
Nah, I don't think so. Chelsea actually wins. But yeah, I don't know. I would give it like an 8 out of 10, I guess. But if it was like I said, if it was like 5 years ago, I'd be like a 5 out of 10.
Like, why are we in this position?
Yeah, we should be competing.
Why is Tottenham ahead of us?
Yeah.
Do you think St. Tottering Dame is going to come back this year?
I think so.
How are we going to celebrate it?
2 years delay. I don't know. What should I do?
I don't know.
I don't know. Buy a Mexico jersey.
Yeah, the black ones.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a great idea. I should think about it.
Yeah, we'll celebrate it. Big accomplishment here.
Pop bottles. It's been 2-year delay.
Yeah, they've been chilled on ice for 2 years.
Aged
to perfection. There, what is it? When was the last time it happened? 2015?
16, I think.
16?
I don't remember. I think it was 16.
All right.
Because like 16, 17, they...
Yeah.
No, wait. Maybe you're right.
15. No, I think it'd be 16. That's when the last time St. Tottering Dame happened.
Yeah. Something like that.
Whenever Leicester won the title.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember, that was like I remember all our Tottenham fans were like, well, we could have won the title, but we're going to stop St. Tottering's Day.
And then they didn't.
And then they blew a 2-horse race.
Yeah.
with only 2 teams in it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're good at that.
Yeah. But who do you think has been your best player so far this year?
I think Lacazette. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say, too.
Yeah.
It's kind of low-key the best player somehow.
He gets under. I don't know. It's him and who else?
Torreira? Aubameyang?
He was in the beginning. Aubameyang's good, but like he's not as useful. So like I think he like Lacazette does things you can't see. But like with Aubameyang he scores. So it's just like you see that, but you don't see the hard work. So yeah, I think Lacazette. Because this last year he wasn't that good. So like I remember when we bought Aubameyang, I was telling Carlos, I'm like, damn, I guess Lacazette's shit. Because they bought another striker. I'm like, I guess they realized he's really trash. You know?
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean? Because we had just bought him in the summer and he wasn't really doing too much. So I was kind of worried. I'm like, damn, we just wasted 50 million on this dude. And then, but now it's like they're both good. So I guess.
So like, they just needed a partner just to compare. Like,
I don't know if it was just that, or I think they realized that like they need another top striker to like compete. Like even though we lost Alexis, like we could like get goals from Aubameyang. So what I saw is like we lost Alexis, and then we got Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang. So like I felt like Mkhitaryan was the assists that we lost with Sanchez, and then Aubameyang was the goals that we lost with Sanchez. So it's basically we have Sanchez, but like with 2 players,
split 2 players,
which is better, I think.
Because it's just distributed evenly.
Yeah, and then because like if Sanchez got hurt, then all the goals and assists are gone, or and Lucille doesn't play as well without him.
No. Then who do you think's been the most disappointing player this year?
Disappointing?
Yeah. I was going to say worst, but like that could be that's anyone's judgment. I think disappointing is like it's a question that hits the heart harder. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess
like you have your options, you have Ozil, but like that really is
that's its own thing.
That's I
was going to say Mustafi or
Mkhitaryan.
He's been doing okay now. Maybe Lichtsteiner, because you expected because of experience, but then he kept fucking us over. So maybe those two. Between those two.
No one in the defense other than Mustafi and Lichtsteiner?
Between those two?
Yeah.
Probably Mustafi, because he plays a lot. But it's not even his fault. We don't have another player, Like, he'd be a squad player, I think.
Playing FA Cup games and Europa League games instead?
Yeah.
Dang. What do you think has been the biggest moment this year? Was it the 4-2 win against Spurs? It could be bad or good.
The best one?
Yeah, no, the biggest moment.
The biggest moment?
Because the best, obviously, is probably going to be that thrashing or that beatdown you gave to Spurs.
Oh, it can be good or bad?
Yeah.
The biggest moment was Aubameyang missing the penalty.
Really?
Yeah. Because, like, right now we'd be on top. I feel like those 2 points could make a big difference. Because, like, that'd be a total of 6 points over Tottenham. And then, it's just like, there you go. Back in your place. Yeah. But, yeah, we should have won both games. But, like, it happens. Hopefully we don't lose points to some dumb team. And then we gain points from Man U, so maybe that offsets it.
Right.
So, but, yeah, to me, that was it. And I also felt like maybe we could have beat Liverpool at home.
Oh, the 1-1, right?
Yeah.
That was a good game.
It was, even though it was a tie.
It's the best tie I've seen all year.
Yeah. It's between those two. And the miss and then the Lacazette goal on Liverpool at home.
Oh, the
Remember?
one against. Yeah.
Yeah.
Made a scream.
Yeah.
We scared a bunch of old people.
Yeah. Yeah. So those 2 moments. And then I guess another one would be the Tottenham win at home. Because it was like 4-2.
Yeah. So we don't have Julian here, but we can probably talk for him about Man U because even though Arsenal has been like an up and down season, it really hasn't compared to Man U because they have been at the bottom, the lowest of lows. They've been at the top, the highest of highs when they came back and beat PSG.
That's true.
They're just like
all over the place.
All over the place. They've had 2 different managers this year, Mourinho and Solskjaer. Then, yeah, we'll ask the same questions. Who's the best player you think on Man U right now, or has been the all season?
The light.
Yeah. It's really hard because
they've all like shined at one point.
Yeah.
Or kinda.
Should we give it to reliable answer De Gea? Give it to
even Pogba? Him. He was trash in the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't trash. Maybe the defense was bad. And Pogba has been very inconsistent.
Right.
And then Rashford scored that goal, but like Before that, I don't know what he's done.
Vanished.
And then Martial did good for that period with Mourinho, but then I think he got hurt too. I don't remember. I don't think there is a top. Like, if you had to pick a player of the season, is that what you're saying?
I guess so, yeah. Even the defense, Chris Smalling.
Oh yeah, they've been doing decent.
And then Lindelof. Should just give it to the best fullback.
McTominay.
McTominay.
Give it to Luke Shaw.
Yeah, Luke Shaw, my dog, my boy, Luke Shaw.
Or Fellaini, since he left.
No, we got to give him the crest.
Honestly, I don't know who.
Yeah, it's really a tough one. We probably need Julian here.
Yeah, I figure like maybe he wouldn't even know.
Yeah. I know who he wouldn't pick.
Who?
Fred.
Oh, he's the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because he came in with a decent fee, and he hasn't been performing.
Would he be the most disappointing?
I think so. Well, because honestly, how? If there was no hype around him, how are you going to be disappointed? You know?
I mean, it was 50 mil.
But the fee was big.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mourinho?
Maybe it's Pogba.
So Pogba's the best and the most disappointing?
Maybe, because I don't feel like he hasn't done much.
He comes in and out of games.
Maybe we just expect more from him.
It's that price tag.
Yeah, I think so. He could do better, right?
He could, but what if this is his best? Like, what if this is his plateau? Like,
he's not
going to become the world beater that everybody like expected him to be at Juventus.
I thought he already was the world beater.
Would you say he's been a world beater at Man U? Because like what I hear from like the internet, that like some games he's like the beast, and then some games he's just like
doesn't care.
He goes away.
You think it's all the coaching?
It might have been, but like even with Solskjaer, like the past couple games have just been like a little disappointing. But you know, it's only a couple games, and you know, form comes and goes.
That's true. I don't know. Who is the most disappointing? It has to be Fred.
I guess so.
Because like he caused the penalty, and then he missed, and then I think he did a lot of other shit before our game.
He's the anti-Jorginho.
Yeah. Damn! Imagine if they had got Jorginho. You think they got smashed? Worse.
Who?
Man U. Were they in for him too?
I think everybody was in for him. Maybe Man City was.
Oh.
But like Jorginho's a rock. Like he can't move.
Oh, he's a boulder.
Yeah.
not the good boulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're all even. It's been an average season.
Very average.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just.
But that's because it's been super low and super high.
Yeah, it like negates the
average,
fourth,
yeah.
the fifth, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I guess the biggest moment's pretty easy so far.
The PSG.
Yeah, the PSG comeback.
Mm-hmm.
When they came back and beat them.
Or do you think it was the Tottenham win?
I know it's got to be the PSG.
That was the biggest game for Solskjaer, and they actually won it. Remember?
Yeah, that was
like
in the league.
Yeah.
But like everybody's gonna remember the
PSG game.
Yeah, it's got to be the biggest moment. But you could say the Tottenham win when nobody expected.
I think that was pivotal.
Yeah, it gave him more confidence and like we can do this.
That's where it started. That's where the run started to me for them.
You could also point to the Burnley comeback when they were down 2-0.
Oh, that's true.
In that weekday matchup.
Between those two games, because they're pretty difficult. Not like the most difficult, but that was the hardest test at the time.
Yeah, for sure. I guess the best player, let's give it to De Gea.
De Gea?
He's solid.
Solid, all right.
The only way you can beat him is in screamers.
Except against us.
Yeah.
That long shot.
In Southampton.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, the screamers?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Nah, he couldn't do anything.
No.
With those screamers. It was too world class. 2.0.
So I guess we got Madrid now. Danny, who do you think has been the best player in Madrid?
Best player, Vinicius.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, even though he's hurt.
It's either, yeah.
Him or who? Benzema?
Yeah, I guess. He's been the only consistent player. But he's also still inconsistent.
I guess Ramos kind of.
He
contributed.
He contributed goals, but like, when he gives up goals, does it like make sense?
Oh, that's true. Courtois? Nah.
No.
Would it be your right and left back?
The
new ones?
I don't even know. Honestly, I guess the best player would be
Vinicius. Yeah. It sucks that he got injured.
Yeah, he's out for the rest of the year.
Oh, like the season?
Yeah, I think he's out for 2 months. But like, what's the point of bringing him back?
Yeah, just let him heal.
It's honestly it is disappointing because I wanted to see him with Zidane, see what would happen. Like how could he use him? It's a very extended preseason, but like I guess we'll have to work with Vasquez and Bale.
So like pretty much nothing changed.
Nothing changed. Except he lost Ronaldo and got a 18-year-old Brazilian. At least they both speak Portuguese.
He wasn't even supposed to replace Ronaldo though, right?
No.
He just came in just cause like
they were missing. They needed bodies. Yeah. He was a player for the long term.
But like he was gonna go to Castilla.
He was in Castilla for the beginning of the season.
Oh.
But then I think.
But that's where he was supposed to stay, right?
Yeah, and probably they were gonna loan him out in the winter. But you know what? This is honestly a godsend because like we didn't like send him out to be like in like Chinga tu Madre Holland or like no, not Holland's pretty nice, but like you know wherever in Holland, somewhere in Spain. He's playing in Madrid, getting his minutes in Madrid is showing his like you know.
Oh, his powers.
Prowess. Because you know we could. If we went to like on loan to wherever, it'd be all talk like, what can he do next year? What can he do this year? Whatever. But now it's like we've seen what he can do, and like we'll move forward with that and build around his strengths.
Yeah, he needs a strike partner.
He does.
Or a striker.
A more efficient one. The one that just stays in the box.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he does those cutback passes. So whoever can do that for him.
I guess this isn't really best player, but Piatek. I was thinking about that. You know who I think should buy Piatek?
Who?
Bayern. Yeah, natural Polish to Polish replacement.
Polish for Polish?
Yeah.
You get Lewandowski?
I mean, I don't know if I want Lewandowski. I don't know. It'd be interesting. I really don't know what Madrid is going to do next year. I don't know if they want to like take another year off or like we'll be competitive, but not.
Take a year off. Nah, it's easier. You don't do that. You have to win something.
I don't know. I'm willing to fight any fake Madrid fans and be like, we want to win right now. I'll die for Zidane.
So you rather have a long-term setup?
I do.
That's true. That makes better sense.
Maybe like finish in second. Maybe get to the semifinals of the Champions League. Go out to like just a team and like at their prime, I guess, and then you know win the Copa del Rey. I'm happy with that season.
Would you get mad if you got eliminated by Man City?
Yes, I would be. I would be more pissed if I lost to Man. No, I'm just
PSG?
kidding. No, PSG's not gonna win it. They're going through like also a refresh too.
That's weird.
Yeah,
they just started and they're refreshing.
Well, I think they're probably gonna get rid of. I don't know if they're gonna get rid of Thiago Silva, but the defense probably needs like some retooling. They've been relying on like a 37-year-old Dani Alves.
Oh yeah, he got renewed.
He did. You know what? I heard a rumor that he was supposed to go to Orlando City in MLS.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was either Nani or him, but Orlando City went with Nani.
Because he's younger.
Yeah. I don't know about that one, but I mean, maybe this year won't pay off, but maybe next year, like when you see like Dani Alves' body just not producing as much as he could.
That's cool.
Yeah. And they obviously, I think PSG needs a new midfielder. They're losing Rabiot.
Oh, yeah.
And then I don't know how long Di Maria can stay there. And then Cavani.
Yeah, Cavani's on the way out.
Yeah. This isn't a PSG podcast, by the way. Do they even have PSG podcasts?
I don't know. Huh? Maybe in French.
Le sourpies.
Baguette.
Rabiot.
Don't they hate Rabiot?
Yeah, I guess. Mbappe.
Yeah, every time he scores, Mbappe. That's true.
I guess here's another question I could ask. Who do you think has been the most surprising player on your team?
On my team?
Yeah, because like for me, I would say Reguilon.
Oh, you didn't expect it?
Yeah, I didn't expect it. Like I was like, who? I always call him Reguilon, but his correct pronunciation is Reguilon. But he's been really good. 2 L's,
right?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't know. It's something. But he's been a surprise. Like, you know, he came in, took over Marcelo's role, and did really well. Like, whenever he played, I was like, I can trust this dude. I'm not scared.
Wasn't he like trying to fight with the with the Barca dudes?
Yeah, he was the only one giving it to them. Yeah.
He felt it.
Yeah, he was true at Madrid.
Yeah, I like that. I like seeing that.
But I don't know, with Zidane coming in and just benching him right away from Marcelo.
Oh.
I don't know what his future will hold, but definitely a surprise so far this year.
He's gonna stay though.
Hopefully.
So for surprise, probably Guendouzi because he's 19 and we just got him and he's like starting a couple of games. So for us, it'd be him.
Not Torrea?
Yeah, maybe those two. Between those two, but it's more him because like he's like a child, and he started for like, I think against Man U or something, and then he was starting. It was weird.
He held his own.
I mean, he can get better, but if it comes to that, because of age than him, but if per like established players, then Torreira, he's been pretty good.
And for Man U, I don't know.
That Dalit dude.
I don't think he's had enough game time to like prove it's like worth a surprise.
Surprise player.
Lindelof
Yeah, I think so.
or Shaw?
Shaw, because he was bad, or he didn't Mourinho not like him,
Yeah, Mourinho hated him.
and then he didn't started games.
Yeah.
With Mourinho, so
He's
yeah, I
been
guess
pretty consistent up until last week when he got smoked by
Who was that?
Jota. I think that's his
Oh,
name.
yeah.
It was crazy because I was ready to go on like this whole praise of Luke Shaw. I'm like, he's gonna be the next Marcelo. He's got it, and then gets absolutely obliterated.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got rolled over. He really got rolled over.
Do you remember when was it Falcao like turned over John Stones or like bullied him?
I think so.
When they played in the Champions League like 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he smashed him, and then he chipped. Who was it?
Bravo, I think,
Bravo.
at the time.
That was a great game.
Damn, how do you think Pep felt?
I don't
Like
know.
he's like, I'm going to Man City. I'm going to win all the league titles. I'm going to do it like I did at Bayern and Barca.
I feel like he knew it was a little more difficult. He mentioned that he was finding it a little difficult to manage, so I think it was a shock for him.
And he got his biggest reinforcement.
Who?
Money.
Money.
Nah, Pep's a good
All
coach.
reliable.
All reliable.
Now he's good.
Yeah, definitely.
Now you add money to it.
It's like
makes
a
him better.
Super Saiyan God.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what is it? What is the other question? Most disappointing player for Madrid? Who do you think it's been, Danny?
Courtois.
Yeah, I guess I would go under that.
Because you expect the top goalie, top saves, but then he's been getting smashed.
But that's not entirely his fault. I would say it's like 30% his
So
fault.
you think if he was a shitty goalie, it'd be worse?
Yeah, definitely would be worse. But like
the goal difference would be more?
probably. I don't know what our
Or
goal
less.
difference is right now, but I'm pretty sure it's like
So you think he saved you a little?
yeah, some games he stepped up, but like I think he's only been like exposed, not really exposed, but really more like shone a light on his like negative performances because like obviously he was part of the 4-1 smashing of against Ajax. And what can you do? Like, not all 4 goals are just because it like
Oh, it was good play.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like maybe that one free kick probably was his fault, but like that's just one goal. Like what's the difference between a 3-1 and 4-1? You're both eliminated.
Yeah, you're already out.
Yeah, you're
out.
done at that point. And then I guess another one would be with like when they had just that entire week, it just was like wow, like wow, Courtois really crap. He got thrown out by he got beat down by Barca 3-0. But again, a lot of those goals weren't hit because of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like the defense was just hit on the counterattack really well. The 1-0, it was just 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
The 4-1 obviously, and then the whole Zidane
like,
comes back and just benches him. Like
But the whole thing too was like that Ter Stegen was doing really good. And
Well,
you guys should have won. I felt like you guys could have won the first one.
Yeah, definitely. If you look
Mhm.
back at it, like I think Madrid was the better team.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll stick with him and give him the biggest disappointment because
Who else?
I'm gonna say
Bale?
Bale definitely. Scratch Courtois, put Bale. Bale is definitely the biggest disappointment, not Courtois. Courtois can only do so much. He can only save and that's it. Who cares if he has the second lowest save percentage in that league? But like it's got to be Bale because he thought he was going to be the next Ronaldo. Like
And step up.
I'm going to score 20 something goals on or whatever a year, and like we all thought he was, and then
Like it was his time, right?
it was his time. Everything was set up for him. Like Madrid was gonna build around him for however long, and it's gonna be like, yeah, we got this with Bale, and then
I don't think he's reliable.
dude doesn't even speak Spanish apparently.
Well, I mean that doesn't matter, but like I'm saying, like I don't think his body's good to like play a whole season. Like he always gets hurt.
That's unfortunate, but it's
Mhm.
still like I relied honestly when he scored. I think he scored in the opening game, and I was like, here we go. Here comes Bale. He's gonna score at least 20 goals.
Oh, you got all hyped up?
Yeah, who wouldn't? Like the first 2 Lopetegui games were amazing, and now it's just like
He vanished.
vanished off the face of the earth.
Isn't Vinicius starting ahead of him?
Yeah, he was near the end of Solari's reign. Like Solari knew that Bale was like fit, and just like no, I'd rather go with like what's been giving me good results, Vinicius and Vasquez. But Bale is definitely the biggest disappointment.
Yeah, I mean it was his time, and he failed.
Definitely, and we'll see if he's gonna stick around next year.
You think he's gonna do I don't know if I'm gonna stay here. Again.
Hopefully, like what was he gonna do that? Well, when they smash like Alaves Alaves is pretty good. When they smashed Rayo, the 4-1 in the final day is like, I don't know if I'm gonna. What a terrible turnaround. You said that during the Champions League final, and now you're saying it against like
a beaten team.
A relegated Rayo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's between them two, but more like you said, Bale.
Probably Bale.
Because you didn't expect Benzema to pick up the slack, right?
I expected maybe like close to 20 goals, but I didn't really expect too much of him, you know? He hasn't been like that lethal, like number one guy like since like Lyon. So I'm like, it's got to be Bale, you know? He plays a similar position to Ronaldo. Not the same game, but like, you know, two tall, like speedy wingers. You're like, it fits in, like it just like kind of comes into your head like, next Ronaldo, here we go.
I remember the year they bought him. I remember in FIFA, everybody wanted to use Madrid.
Yeah.
Because they had the best wingers.
Definitely.
And like, Bale was stupid fast.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo still had some pace. Yeah, it was fun.
I remember I played FIFA against you one time, and I've always been trash at FIFA, and I used Madrid, and I just used Bale and Ronaldo's face every time he lost the ball.
Oh, yeah,
and I got it.
Forward.
Yeah, and go forward and just like small ball tactics.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Hoof it. Give it to Bale.
Because who was your left or right back at the time?
I don't remember.
Definitely not Bellerin with his face.
I forgot who it was.
Sanya?
Yeah, I think so. He was aging.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him. No, I think it was Debussy.
Oh.
Him and I think Monreal was there too.
Oh, shoot. Definitely going to compete against Bale and Ronaldo. Yeah. So that's been us all season. I guess the biggest moment. What do you think has been the biggest moment for us? Because I'm pretty sure Tausif would have a lot.
I think the smashing, the last one.
The 4-1 against
yeah,
Ajax.
that. Yeah. It was shocking. That and the Barcelona beatdown.
Which one? The 5-1?
Yeah.
I think you could sense the 5-1 coming.
Oh, really?
I felt like at the week of, like, I think the week before they had, like, lost or tied 1-1, and then, like, Madrid was very shaky, and then here comes Barcelona. We go into Barcelona and get, like, embarrassed. But it hasn't been a right season, so a lot of the stuff has been negative.
Yeah, I think the Ajax game. I think so.
That definitely.
Because, like, you guys had a lead, and you just, you're home, You expect to, like, at least tie, and then you got smashed. Yeah, I was shocked. Like, I completely stopped working. I had to watch it. I was like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" I'm like, you guys can score at least one. Like, don't look bad. And then they scored another one. I was like, "What the heck?" Like, I expected like a 2-3, and it ended up being a 4-1. I was like, "Wow."
Maybe we'll come back stronger next year because of that. Like,
You think it was an embarrassment?
Yeah, obviously everybody was embarrassed. Solari lost his job like in like 10 days after that. They should have just like, what's the point? I mean, I guess I do see a point of playing the rest of the season, but like at that time, like what's the point of firing him?
It's
like,
over, right?
It's over. Well, like, why? Why do you have to file more paperwork?
He gets
pay more managers.
You didn't want to pay the release clause or whatever. The termination.
What's the point? But I mean, I see it now because obviously we brought back Zidane, so like that's a great thing, but I don't know. I would say the 4-1 beatdown.
Right.
It was broadcast to a global audience.
Yeah, everybody was watching.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, it's just Madrid.
Yeah.
Gonna win another one. Pass on, Damn. It looks weird, the Champions League draw without Madrid. To me.
I honestly.
It looks weak.
Yeah, it does.
They have Porto and Ajax and who else?
Spurs.
Yeah, it's looking like Europa League.
That's what somebody said in the comments.
Yeah.
Halfway through, they're like, "Damn, man, you, Porto, Ajax, Spurs. Are you sure this is in 2016 Europa League?"
Right.
Yeah. I think all those teams were in the Europa League that year.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because Man U won it that year. They played Ajax in the final.
Spurs was there.
Definitely. And Porto was just always bouncing around.
Yeah, they always come either like they're really good or they're really bad.
Yeah. It depends on like how many players were poached.
Yeah, before they mature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't know what else. If I were to say a positive moment this season, would be when we smashed. We didn't really smash, but when we beat Atletico Madrid 3-1 at the Wanda.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. after that victory, I was like, we can do it. We can win the Champions League. We can win the Copa del Rey. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna catch Barca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then.
But like Atletico Madrid hasn't been that good either.
Yeah.
So.
Just let me have the shining light, Danny.
Choo.
Let me enjoy the. No. You know what? The biggest moment of the season.
What? Ronaldo leaving?
No. Other than the Ajax smashing, was when Zidane came back. We were gonna come back next year. He's our Pep.
He's your Pep.
Yeah, just as bald, but way better.
Taller, better player.
Better player, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, because like Pep went through that. Like we talked about how Pep went through that difficult season at City, where he was embarrassed in the Champions League by that young Monaco team, and next year they win the Premier League with 100-something points. Mm-hmm. So you know we could win La Liga with 100-something points, or come in second with 100-something points.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that one year.
Yeah, that's so crazy though.
Yeah.
The team finished with 100 points
and still lost.
Still came in second.
Yeah. That was a crazy season. I think that was peak Messi.
That was like peak rivalry, everything, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was like peak.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the one year that Messi scored like almost 100 goals in a calendar year?
Yeah.
Wow.
He scored 92. I didn't realize that was his peak until looking back now.
It's like just 20 goals?
Yeah.
I think it's like 26.
Yeah.
But like
after that, I think they both declined in goals.
Yeah. I think that's crazy. Like 50 goals a season, that was normal for us. And now it's just like they're not going to get to 50.
Like for the league?
Just for the whole the league and then the whole like season.
Dude, the fucking league was crazy. They had like 50 goals, like 50 or 51. Like you lost by 1 goal.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And like they would win, they would have like 90 points minimum.
Yeah. And then everybody was like second and third place was trash. Like
it was a lefty.
Yeah. They expected to be like 20 points away or something.
Right. Damn.
That was so good.
Yeah, we should stop this whole GOAT, like who's the GOAT talk, and just like reminisce.
We have 2 goats.
Yeah. That's crazy though. Like 50 goals, just like normal.
Yeah.
Between like 2010 and 2000 like
15? Yeah.
50 goals. Nothing but
it was wild 5 years.
World 5 years.
Yeah. That's when they were like 26 to 29? No.
About,
right?
Yeah. I think Messi's like 31 or something.
Yeah.
But other than that,
I mean, he's still doing good.
Definitely. So is Ronaldo. But it's just they'll never replicate that whole form of the mid 2010s.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's amazing. The whole decade was Madrid, Messi, Barcelona, Ronaldo.
It was just those 2 teams.
Just those 2 teams.
Yeah. Like the other teams were shit.
Yeah.
And nobody came close.
Nobody came close. Honestly, the last time a team didn't win the Champions League that wasn't Spanish was like in 2012 when Bayern won it.
Wasn't it Chelsea too?
No, I think Chelsea beat
the year before.
The year before, but the last time like a Spanish team didn't win the Champions League was in 2012, I think, or 13. Whenever
one of those years.
One of those years. And Bayern basically was just like it was a German Barcelona.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, we were like, oh my god, they're just like Spain, but they're just tall and huge. Stronger.
All 6 foot.
All 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Good times.
Good times. Did you see that one goal that Messi scored against Real Betis last week?
No.
Oh.
Was it good?
It was apparently he scored a hat trick against Betis.
So which one?
And apparently the free kick was the worst goal.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I think the last goal, to finish the hat trick on, is like somebody passed into the box, and it was a terrible pass. But Messi clipped it on the outside of his foot, and it's kind of like curved into like the goal, upper 90.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I want to see this.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
You watched it?
I didn't watch the game. I just saw like the highlight. I was like, wow, it's really good. Apparently, there was a French broadcast of the game, and when like Messi scored the free kick, the French broadcast started laughing.
Oh, because it was
like
nothing.
Nothing. I just wanted to see Diego Lainez go against Barcelona.
I think he set up an assist or something.
Something like that, but I mean, it was probably already like 3-1. But I mean,
yeah, it was already too late.
At least he saw the GOAT or one of the GOATs.
He took a picture with him.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's probably happy. He's like frame it on his wall.
Yeah. He's a fan.
He's like, can you sign my jersey?
Right.
He went to the stands where the kids get the autographs. He's like, me, Messi.
Me. Yeah. Oh, he's waiting outside.
Yeah.
For Messi.
Yeah, he's like, I'm still a kid.
Yeah. So like I remember I was telling what's his name? Carlos. I was like, yo, dude, I think Ronaldinho got reincarnated.
Into Messi?
And then he's like, who? No, it's not Messi.
Who?
I'm like, honestly, I think it's a Iwobi.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I think it's a Iwobi.
Why?
Because look at him. Long hair.
Every play.
He does tricks. He does tricks. He's not lovable. That's the only thing. If he was lovable, like...
I like Iwobi.
Ronaldinho. He's still growing. Ronaldinho hit peak like at 25, I think.
Okay.
So, I really think it's him.
You really think...
I think it's him.
Ronaldinho was incarnated into Iwobi?
Yeah. I really think so.
I'm trying to like...
Just watch how he plays, and you'll be like...
I know he runs funny.
Mm-hmm.
From evidence from like that Liverpool game when he was like...
Yeah.
I still haven't found that clip, and I need to find it. But... Really? Iwobi. Yeah. So I guess Iwobinho is...
It's real.
No, Daddy, it can't be. No, it's Vinicius.
Vinicius?
Yeah.
Nah. Well, he's more like, I think, Neymar.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Who else then? Because I think Mbappe was. He's a reincarnation from Ronaldo.
Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
Oh shit! I just saw the Messi goal against Betis.
Yeah, good, right?
Wow. He had no chance.
No chance.
The first one, the free kick. Oh my god.
Maybe Messi should have gone to school to become an engineer.
Who?
Messi.
Why?
He's pretty. I guess.
Precision?
Yeah, precision. I don't know.
You mean what's it called? Surgeon?
I don't know. He must have calculated that in his head. Like, yeah, if I hit it at this angle, it's gonna like that.
I think he just practiced.
I guess so. Did you ever watch that one video of Ronaldinho? He like got the Nike cleats up tempos, and he just kept shooting at the crossbar, hitting in the upper 90.
I never seen that.
Never seen it? It's a classic video.
Really? That's all he does?
Yeah.
Like a bunch of them?
Yeah, like he's with Barcelona. Like somebody comes up to him, they give him a case, and it's like the gold 90 up tempo cleats.
The black ones?
Yeah.
Black with gold, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just kept hitting the bar.
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's real. It kind of looks fake, but I mean, I don't know.
No, Ronaldinho is pretty good. I think he could do that.
All right, like, Iwobi's the next Ronaldinho.
For 100. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It looks funny because like when he plays, it's like it reminds me of Ronaldinho's body, like how he does it. I don't know. I guess you have to look at it closely.
I'm just gonna look up Iwobi highlights when I get home. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And he doesn't seem like. I feel he's just like him, like the attitude. I think.
Just lovable.
Yeah. I mean, he gets hated right now, but as soon as he starts scoring goals, like I think they'll love him. But that's the only thing that he misses, like goals. Like if he had goals,
We'll develop that over time.
yeah, hopefully. I don't think sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. He could just be an Osil and not score.
He just needs to take Conte's lovableness.
Yeah, they should fuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we got something set up for this episode. We got an interview with a Spurs fan.
Oh.
Yeah. His name is Mark Bujarski. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but he's done some articles in the past, some transfer articles. He had his own podcast for a bit. I don't know if he's still continuing it, but if he does, we'll put it in the link. And we're about to call him right now. See what he has to say about Spurs and the whole Premier League and everything else. On the line is Mark, and can you pronounce your last name? Because I can't. Sorry.
It's Bujarski.
All right, cool. So yeah, we got me and Danny. Danny's an Arsenal fan, supporter. He's a Gooner till he dies. So this will be very interesting.
Oh,
Absolutely.
So
well, I appreciate you guys letting me cross enemy lines here.
So Mark, I gotta ask you the first question. Why Spurs? Why the chicken on the ball?
Well, it's a good question. So I've been a soccer fan my whole life. I grew up playing, but I didn't really have a team until about 2012. And I started to follow MLS a little bit closer, Sporting Kansas City. And I wanted to find a team abroad that I could potentially go and see play someday. And honestly, because I didn't have any ties anywhere else, I took a bunch of those, like BuzzFeed quizzes, like which Premier League team are you, kind of things. And it narrowed the list down to about 4 or 5. And so I spent probably the better part of a week just researching those 5 clubs, learning more about who they were, their historical success, and then kind of what their prospects were for the future. And what really captured me about Tottenham was that they did have a history of success, albeit before the Premier League. And then with the soon-to-be hired Mauricio Pochettino, it looked like the club was kind of coming in a good direction. So that's what kind of brought me to Spurs. And I will say the Jason Sudeikis or football manager in London or whatever, NBC Sports commercial helped a little bit too. I thought those were hilarious.
Oh,
The Ted Lasso.
him?
Like,
Yes,
kick.
Ted Lasso.
Oh yeah.
Remember the wanker? It's a term of endearment.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
That was great.
Pickup trucks and the Dallas Cowboys, something like that. Yeah, yeah, those were great.
Exactly. So that kind of brought me to Tottenham, and then obviously post Gareth Bale, they had a tough season and a half or so until Pochettino arrived, and really ever since then it's been long-term success, by some measures, and with the opening of a new stadium and everything, it looks like we're at least banking on a successful future as well.
Who were the other teams that you got linked to?
Right. So ironically, Arsenal was also on the list. Of course, Manchester United was there as well, just having been such a historical club. Aston Villa and then Newcastle United were the other teams. And with Newcastle and Aston Villa being kind of yo-yo clubs at the time, I really didn't want to throw my support into a club that was definitely going to be struggling to stay in the Premier League. And with Manchester United and Arsenal, it felt a bit bandwagony to just like hop on that train in 2012 after those teams have had so much success in the Premier League era. So I wanted to go with a team that I felt was going to be competitive, but also wouldn't feel like a massive bandwagon, which, of course, now with the amount of success Spurs have had, it seems a little bit bandwagony, but I assure you my first few years of supporting Tottenham were not great under AVB and Tim Sherwood.
Oh, yeah.
And as any Spurs fan can tell you, no matter how much success they have, disappointment is just around the corner. So no bandwagons here.
So, Mark, what have you thought of the season so far? It's kind of been an up and down with some great highs, but also some very disappointing lows so far.
Yes, this season's been an interesting one. Obviously, the highs of the Premier League finished last year, and then what turned out to be somewhat of a disappointing Champions League exit against Juventus. The expectations coming into this season were really high. Obviously, we thought we were going to be in the new stadium a lot earlier than we were, and I feel like with that being a massive distraction, those delays, that kind of hurt us throughout this season. But so far, the Premier League campaign has gone about the way that every other Premier League campaign has in the last 3 years under Pochettino. We start out fairly strong. We beat the teams that we should beat. We struggle against the top six. And then come January, February, Kane and literally everyone else get hurt, and we start losing games and find ourselves fighting a little harder than we should have to stay in the top four. So the truth is, it doesn't seem too different than it has been in the last couple of years. What has been, I think maybe the best part, has been the Champions League. While the group stages didn't really go to plan, we narrowly made it out of the group, only winning 2 games, drawing 2. That game against Dortmund in the knockout rounds, I think gave Spurs fans and gave me hope that there was something potentially special about this season. Top 4 in the Premier League is going to be a fight down the stretch. There's still some really tough games against Manchester City and Everton to come, but the Champions League, we obviously, I think, played very well against a Dortmund team that were probably punching a bit over their weight in the Champions League, given their current form, or the form at the time. They were top of the Bundesliga, but they had dropped quite a few games, and they were starting to look a bit, for lack of a better word, Spursy. So getting to play them in that knockout round, I think, was a good draw for us, because they are a good team. They're a team with Champions League experience. But to get the victories both home and away, I think inspired some confidence. Now, with Manchester City, the draw against Manchester City, it's not, I think, what Spurs fans were hoping for. I think we were all hoping to get lucky like Liverpool and get like Porto or somebody. But it's also not the worst draw that we could have gotten. And I don't know if we'll talk about that later, but I definitely think we stand a good chance of beating and moving past Manchester City. Probably a better chance than we would have against Juventus or a Barca had we been drawn against them.
Yeah. Why do you think you feel, or you stand a better chance against Man City than, I would say, anyone else?
Right. So, and maybe it's just a bit of homerism, but I think for English teams, you would fancy yourself against other English teams more than you would against maybe the bigger European clubs, because you already play those teams twice a season. You get to see them week in and week out. So you're fighting against the foe that you know, as opposed to the one you don't. So with Manchester City, we know what Pep's all about. We know what that team is all about. And that is, I think a benefit, as opposed to playing a Juventus or a Barca or somebody like that, or even a Liverpool, whose system is set up to really handle these kinds of European nights, these home and away leg kind of fixtures. I think Man City are a little more vulnerable than Liverpool, and there's a few reasons why. But I think that coming up against Man City in a knockout round like this bodes well for us for a couple of reasons. And that's, one, since we know them, that helps. We have faced Man City once this season, and we're actually going to face them 3 times over the course of a couple of weeks, twice in the Champions League and once in the league. So you fancy your chances to take points away from at least a couple of those fixtures. But also, playing against a domestic opponent means that you don't have to travel very far, and you get a lot of support on the away leg. So Spurs fans are going to be able to travel to Manchester and be a part of that environment in a way that, maybe traveling out to Turin or somebody or somewhere would be a little more difficult. But I also think that Manchester City face a lot of similar mental issues in the Champions League that Spurs do. They have this mental block of not really being able to get past the quarterfinals, save under Pellegrini a few years ago. They're a tremendously talented team, but there's just something in the way of that mental block. They get to this quarterfinal stage, and they kind of struggle. So whereas Liverpool last season, obviously, were able to get past Man City and on to the final, Manchester City have kind of struggled to get out of these knockout stages and get as far as they think they probably should, and realistically as far as they should. But in addition to that, I think their form in the Champions League this year hasn't necessarily been great. They struggled against Lyon in both legs, losing the first and then tying the second. They struggled against Hoffenheim in the group stages as well. They went behind early in both of those games and were able to eventually pull out winners in both of them as well. But then they also struggled in the first leg of the knockout stages against Schalke. They lost the first leg and then were able to come back and just batter them in the second. But Schalke at that point, by the time they played that second leg, were kind of a beaten team, struggling mightily in the Bundesliga and facing all sorts of injuries. So I think, if anything, what this Champions League campaign for Manchester City has shown is that they're not unbeatable. And I think that will give Spurs confidence coming into a knockout round game against them, where we do get to play them at home and we get to play them at our new stadium. And then obviously being able to go away but not having to travel very far, I think bodes well for us as well. So that's a really rambly, long way around answer for you, but I hope it made some sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it's definitely proves why you might have a chance against Man City. This is kind of just for the season overall, but it's four-parter. Who do you think has been the best player on your team, the most disappointing player on your team, the biggest surprise, and what has been your biggest moment so far?
Right. So I think you can make a case for Heung-min Son as being our best player this season, especially the way that he stepped up in Kane's absence, scoring, numerous game winners at the death against Watford and Newcastle, and I think he's sitting on something like 11 goals, 5 assists. So he's definitely had the production, but I think, realistically, it's been Harry Kane. 17 Premier League goals. He's got 4 assists. The guy is just a machine. Even his off-the-ball work, setting up his teammates, coming back, holding up the play, spreading the ball out. Really, Tottenham are a different team when he isn't there. So I think he's got to be the best player, and I think, in my opinion, he would be the best player. As far as the most disappointing player, sadly, I think I have to say Dele. Dele has been riding a high of, some really, really impressive seasons over the last couple of years, scoring in the double digits goals, putting up quite a few assists, and, putting up goals in big games. His brace against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge last year to help Spurs beat Chelsea away for the first time in some 40 years or something crazy like that. He just had a knack of coming up in big moments, especially against big teams. And it just hasn't been quite that way this year. But he's coming off, as is Kane and really most of our team. They're coming off basically 2 full years of non-stop soccer. Obviously, Tottenham was well represented in the England squad at the World Cup, and as well as Belgium, and then obviously Son with South Korea. So these guys have been playing for months and months, and I think it's starting to show in guys like Dele the toll that takes. And so he's been injured as well. It's just been kind of a disappointing season for him. You hope that over the next couple of months down the stretch that he'll start to pick up and find form once he's not battling with injuries. But I'd say he's probably been the most disappointing this season. So what were the other two? Biggest surprise?
Yeah,
what else?
The biggest surprise and just the biggest moment of the season. It can be either positive or negative.
Okay, I'd say the biggest surprise is probably just how leaky our defense has been, especially over the last, probably since November, really. This is a team that I think deepest position is our defense. You've got 2 deep in just about every position back there. Even Hugo Lloris isn't irreplaceable. Paulo Gazzaniga has been pretty unstoppable when he's come in and filled the shoes in the goal with some, terrific saves. He does command the box well. But then out at right back as well, you've got Serge Aurier and Kieran Trippier. And left back, you've got Danny Rose, albeit he's been injured, and Ben Davies. But the center back position especially, I think, has been a surprise because, Toby Alderweireld has obviously had this contract controversy or uncertainty surrounding him all season. but he hasn't quite looked the player that he was in seasons past. And Jan Vertonghen as well has struggled to be quite at the level that he has been. And it's surprising because those two guys obviously partner each other for the Belgian national team and spent so many years together at Ajax before Spurs. But they just haven't played well together. And then part of it has been the alternating injuries between the two of them and having to have the likes of Davison Sanchez and even Juan Foyt come in and kind of deputize in certain situations. But for as deep as that back line is, they really have struggled, even against teams really they shouldn't have. I think the biggest surprise for me was that really illustrates this was the Watford game at the beginning of the season when we lost 2-1. Obviously Watford at the beginning of the season were in tremendous form. They were with like Chelsea and Man City and Liverpool for a while as being like undefeated for at least like 6 games or so. But we really had them in that game, different stretches. We were up 1-0, they equalized, and then they went ahead. And both were off set pieces, and both were headers that you would normally back, Toby and Jan to win. And I think Troy Deeney might have won both of those and scored both of those. So I think that's been the biggest surprise. Defensively, we've just not been as solid as we have in years past. Obviously, you think back to the last season at White Hart Lane, going undefeated at home and having a tremendous away record as well. So to see them kind of struggle this season has been a surprise. And I think our biggest moment was probably the win over Dortmund in the Champions League. Obviously, getting over that hump of the knockout round, the knockout stage, and getting a first win in that competition, in the knockout rounds is huge. We've not had a great history in the Champions League. A couple seasons ago, we didn't make it out of the group, and a group that we probably should have won. And then last season, we had the tremendous highs of beating Real Madrid once, and then tying them away, and beating Dortmund and topping that group of deaths that no one thought we would even make it out of. But then, we come up against a tough draw in Juventus, and we beat them in the first game, and then we let a huge lead just slip away. I think, 2-0 in the first leg with maybe Kane scoring the first goal of the second tie, and we let him come back. And it was just kind of that epitome of Spursy, have this huge lead and just watch it crumble. And I think to have overcome that this season, facing a good Dortmund team, beating them away and then beating them at home, I'd say that's probably the biggest highlight of the season for me so far. Certainly the domestic campaign hasn't been what we had hoped, but I think this Champions League run is kind of our last hope for a real big positive to take away from the season. And I think, if nothing else, we know that we've gotten past, that first knockout round.
Okay, yeah. And then just one more question. Who do you think would be the bigger loss after this season? Pochettino or one of the attacking players such as Kane, Ali, or Son?
Well, realistically, I don't think any of them are leaving. Dele is on this massive 6-year deal that he just signed. I think Kane is going to be with Tottenham for at least another couple of seasons. And then if the right, suitor came along, maybe. But I think of the players that I expect will have to either pay a lot of money to keep or will have to let go of, Christian Eriksen, Poch, and Son, I think, are the three that we're at the biggest concern of losing. Now, with the hiring of Zinedine Zidane at Real, I think that takes a little bit of the pressure off Pochettino. I think Manchester United is still there, potentially, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is doing things at Manchester United that I think would be hard to overlook if you're the Manchester United board and say, hey, thanks for everything, but we're actually going to go with this guy. I think Manchester United should and will hire Solskjaer on for the next season, unless for some reason they crash and burn and don't make the top four, or don't finish well in the FA Cup, which I believe they're still competing in.
They just got eliminated.
They just got eliminated. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think if he doesn't get them top four, which will be a challenge given that they've got Chelsea and Arsenal to compete with, and now Tottenham have been pulled into that race as well. If he doesn't make top four, then maybe they go after Pochettino. But again, does Poch leave to go to a project that is in a similar stage as Tottenham? Certainly, Manchester United have a lot more in the way of funds to throw his way. So I think it's appealing, but I'm not sure it will be this season. I think if Poch leaves, he's going to give it one season in the new stadium. He's going to give Daniel Levy one more chance in a transfer window or two to show ambition, and then I think if things don't go well, then I think he moves on, and I think I would understand it at that point. I think Christian is perhaps the best or the most likely to leave Spurs this season. He's been stalling on a contract extension. It's tough to tell whether or not that's holding out for more money, or if that really is him saying, well, unless we do something really great with this season, like win the Champions League, then I think I'm out. And I would say, yeah, I think he's probably the most likely, and I think Real Madrid are probably the most likely destination. But if I had to put money down on it, I don't think I would have him leaving either just yet. Not because he maybe wouldn't want to, but I think the only teams really in for him right now are Real Madrid and maybe like a Bayern if they wanted to offload James Rodriguez and bring somebody into that kind of aging squad. Then I could see that. But Real Madrid right now with Zidane, he really believes in Isco. I think he really values the talent that they have in-house, Asensio as well. And that doesn't mean they're not going to make a big move. They've been rumored with, Sadio Mane. So I would put my money down on them going after somebody like that over Christian Eriksen, especially when you've got somebody like Isco who plays a very similar position and already knows the system and already knows Zidane and has that good relationship. But if anyone's going to leave, I think it's going to be Christian, which will be sad. But at the same time, he's been at the club for 7 years now. He's been a great servant of the club. He's put up some really impressive numbers. And it would be sad to see him go, but I think he's put in the time, and it would be kind of nice to see him go somewhere and succeed and win a lot of trophies, assuming that's not going to be Tottenham in the near future. But I'm curious, what do you guys think on that? I know one of you guys is a Real Madrid fan, am I right? The other one's an Arsenal, and you've got a Manchester United fan. I'd be curious to know what you guys think about these possible transfer rumors.
I'm the Madrid fan, so I would love to have Eriksen on the team. I mean, yeah, he does play a similar role in Isco, but there's also been rumors that Isco might leave as well, since he has been kind of a very inconsistent player kind of just his entire tenure at Madrid. I personally would like Kane. Danny's the Arsenal supporter, and he said when Madrid bought Bale 7 years ago, that Madrid only wants to buy the English player as a cherry on top.
Yeah, for sure. Madrid always has to have their top English player or whatever. If I had to take one of the players from your team, I'd take Son. We need a winger, so I think it would work. But I don't know how much he would go for.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I think you'd struggle to pull him away from Tottenham at the moment, seeing as he's kind of being dubbed as the next guy. Not that Real Madrid don't have enough money to throw at him, and money speaks, but he genuinely seems happy at Tottenham. He seems to have good relationships there, and honestly, Madrid are kind of in a tough spot right now. It's maybe not got the same appeal that it once had as being locks for the Champions League every season and really challenging for La Liga. This certainly does seem, and I apologize, it does seem like maybe a shift back towards Barcelona in terms of the power in La Liga. I guess Zinedine Zidane will be the big factor there. Can he recreate the magic that he had for 3 seasons? I think he's a fantastic manager. I think the players at Real Madrid really respect him a lot. But I think he's going to face a very different prospect this time around because, again, that Real Madrid team is aging. Some of those superstars like Marcelo and Ramos, they're on their way out, I think, within the next season or two. So you've got to bring in people to replace them. Bale is kind of that constant question mark of whether he's actually good enough to play at Real Madrid anymore, whether he wants to play at Real Madrid anymore. So I could definitely see them wanting to go after, any one of that Tottenham attacking 4. But, Daniel Levy's going to make them as expensive as possible. And, I don't know. I mean, maybe other than Harry Kane, I don't know. And I don't know, maybe you can tell me, do you think Real Madrid right now are in a position to throw, 100 million, pounds at somebody like Heung-min Son when you can go after somebody like Sadio Mane, who is perhaps more proven in the Champions League, or unless you can sell somebody like Isco or Bale? I don't know. I don't know that they have the funds to really splash at multiple players that are going to be in that triple-digit margin right now, especially when you've got the wages of Marcelo and Ramos and Bale weighing you down a bit. I don't know. What do you think?
Position-wise, yes, I think Madrid is in the position to throw those figures at those players. It's really the question. The question is really on what Zidane wants in the team. Does he want Mane? Does he want Son? It kind of just really depends. Like, what's he going with? Obviously his last time he was in Madrid, it was kind of Ronaldo centric and like let's work towards that. But he's kind of working with kind of more of a clean sheet. He's got the next 11 games to figure out who's going to be the team next year, who's not. We talked that on our last podcast. House have said that like he might just be playing these next 11 games to shop them around, increase their values, and see what happens there. But
right, and I think that's a pretty healthy position to be in if you're Zidane. You've got, like you said, these last couple of games to see who's going to buy in, who potentially isn't, and how much you could get for him. I just don't know. If you've got $100 million to spend, do you spend it on Heung-min Son? Do you spend it on Sadio Mane? Do you go after somebody maybe like a Leroy Sané, someone who's maybe just a bit younger? I definitely think Heung-min Son would be a tremendous addition to any team. He brings a lot of energy. He brings a really positive attitude, and obviously a tremendous amount of talent. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the kind of Galactico signing. It's not Beckham or so one of those huge English names that is going to just light up the world. I think it'd be an intelligent pick, but I don't know. And I guess maybe that's not Zidane's primary focus, is being a Galactico kind of signer. But I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think this summer could be really hard for Spurs fans, and myself included. Could be saying goodbye to a lot of really great players. Could be saying goodbye to our coach. But it's certainly not going to. These rumors certainly aren't going to go away. But I think maybe Christian Eriksen's the one to watch. I think he's probably the most likely to leave of any of them.
All right. And where can the people find you, Mark?
Right. So you can find me on Twitter. I'm at @the_Buj, B-U-J. And I post mostly just these kinds of wonderfully rambling kind of tweets and thoughts. So if you are interested at all in keeping up with Spurs or the men's national team, U.S. men's national team, or supporting Kansas City at all, you can find me on Twitter there.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah. Thank you for your time.
Hey, appreciate it, guys.
All right. That was Mark.
That was a lot of information.
Yeah, way more Spurs than I ever thought I wanted to know.
Like, I have more insight now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that Daniel Levy dude's a douche.
Always drives a hard bargain. Like,
yeah.
Bale, definitely not worth. Looking back at it now, definitely not worth the 100 million.
I think it was like 110.
Something like that.
Yeah. Or I think it's because it was converted from euros to pounds or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brexit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like he said, like I remember they all signed long-term contracts, like I think last year. So I think they're good. But now it's more of a question of like who's gonna come in, because I don't think they have money. But then if like you buy one of their players, then you're injecting money into their
Club.
bank or
Yeah.
whatever. So maybe that's actually a good thing for them.
Yeah, they've always been. Pochettino has been really good at like developing the young players and just kind of seeing where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's true. Maybe Madrid doesn't get either one of them. Maybe Eriksen goes to Bayern.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's always that.
I feel like Eriksen's more of a Madrid. I think he's more destined to go to Madrid.
I feel like it's just like the next Tottenham lineup, like the fall through. We got Modric, Bale. We're gonna, eventually ease them out, and then we're gonna bring in Eriksen, and then hopefully maybe Kane if Ricardo doesn't want to come here.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you guys have it good. You guys like, if you ever throw out like Marcelo, I feel like big wages go out. And
Definitely,
that's just like adding to your bank
or bank cash flows.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think you guys are in a good position for transfers, but first they have to leave.
Yeah, definitely the hard part.
Yeah, it's because they're aging, but who knows? Like honestly, they could be a good bargain buy for like any of the top teams.
The Juve.
Yeah,
some of the older teams.
Because they're not too old, but they're getting there. But like they still have like at least a good 2 seasons.
I think if you use them right.
Oh, like sparingly,
and like know when to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Like how Zidane did in the past couple of years.
Oh yeah.
I mean, those players were like on their better side of like the aging years, but like if maybe Marcelo went to Juve or if he went to PSG,
mm-hmm.
for example, and if like Tuchel knew when to use them and when not to use them.
Yeah.
But
so yeah, it's gonna be hard for them. I think the best thing that could happen is if like you guys came in and bought somebody, or somebody comes in like stupid money, like maybe Man U like comes in and tries to like steal Kane or something. But I mean they wouldn't do it because they already have strikers.
Right.
Like something like that.
Somebody's gonna throw stupid money at Serge Aurier.
Yeah. It has to be one of the top 6 that like put in a lot of money into them, like for one player. But I don't know, like in the end, like you're looking at it, you're like in the way you're kind of helping them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is it better to buy abroad or direct rivals?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was Mark. What is it? What else we got on today's podcast? We're nearing the end before we kicked out. So the international break's still going to happen. There's some big items. I think Mexico plays... Who do they play? Paraguay.
Really?
Yeah.
When? Today?
I think Tuesday.
Tuesday?
And then the U.S. men's team plays Chile down in Houston.
In Houston?
Yeehaw country. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. The U.S. It'll be interesting. I want to see how the young players play against like a tougher opposition. I know they play Ecuador, it's like B team down in Orlando.
Oh yeah.
Like this week, so I want to see what Pulisic, because he's been out of form all season, and I want to see like what John Sargent, just some curly haired redhead dude.
I think I saw him.
Yeah, he's pretty good. And then whoever.
It's gonna be a new campaign.
It's a new generation, for 20.
Like completely new, right?
Yeah.
They threw out everybody, like the older players.
Michael Bradley's still there.
Oh.
Yeah. You want to start a conversation on U.S. soccer Reddit? Throw Michael Bradley in there.
Michael Bradley. Isn't he like a divisive?
Very
player?
divisive, yeah. Oh, and Josie Altidore too.
What?
Yeah.
How? He's trash. CJ's like, no, he's really good.
I'm just gonna leave it there. I have no opinion on
Josie Altidore.
Josie Altidore.
He hasn't played. I haven't seen him play. Who's he playing for?
Toronto FC.
Does he play?
He's a starter when he's healthy.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Because he's not always healthy, so like.
He did save Hall that one year by drawing a fake PK.
Really?
Yeah.
He dove.
Yeah, he dove.
I remember he had that good year at Holland.
Yeah, he scored like 20-something goals.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to start an argument,
Caesar, what side are you on?
the Josie in or Josie out?
Yeah.
I want to see a new striker.
Oh.
I want to see that one dude who Tim Weah, who plays for PSG, but he's loaned out to Celtic right now.
Oh, him?
Yeah. Remember we saw him when Colombia played them down in Tampa?
Yeah. I think I did see him, yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the few players that had something, but he's still too young.
It was just him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to see him get some minutes, and I want to see some of like the MLS strikers get some minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Josie's been there for like 10 years.
I just want to see something new.
I want to see something new.
So, like, what other players is there?
Who else? I guess Giassi's artist. Klinsmann used to like him a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe they can poach like some Mexican striker.
That's playing in MLS?
Yeah.
Vela? You should just give Zlatan U.S. citizenship.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good, honestly.
It'd be interesting. Yeah, it'd be dope. Give that killer mentality.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's on the road to 2022, Qatar.
It's gonna be ugly.
They're gonna make it.
Yeah, but it's gonna be ugly.
It's gonna be. They might be the third best team in the
region.
Yeah.
So who's above?
Probably Costa Rica.
Yeah, you think so?
Maybe on some days.
Dude, that's weird.
Yeah,
I'm not used to seeing Costa Rica behind my back. As a
but I mean, like,
fan.
they're still far away from us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But right now you got in a low. The U.S. is in a low.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They're just trying to figure out who they are. They have a new coach, so it's like, what are we doing?
It's in the air.
It's in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see what he does. I'm interested.
I mean, they'll get it together. It's just gonna take time.
I'm really interested.
A lot of patience.
Definitely a lot of patience. I'm interested in what Mexico does too, because they have a new coach too.
Oh yeah. It's kind of strange. Like he coached Barca, right?
Yeah, he coached Barca for 1 year.
So that's like something. Honestly, that's something. Cause
no.
I remember when we got the Eriksson dude, the coach.
Yeah.
Where is he from?
He's like from Sweden, right?
I think so. Like it didn't work out, but I feel like the reason it didn't work out is because he was like a English style coach. I don't think that works for like a Mexican team.
It just doesn't work for Latin American teams.
Yeah.
And like
they're more flair or whatever.
It's just the personality and the culture.
Yeah, I think so.
Like I think it's evident. Like I don't want to give it back to MLS, but like how Atlanta won the MLS title last year.
Yeah.
They had Tata as the coach, and now they brought in Frank de Boer.
Oh.
And like they've like gone off to like a rocky start. They haven't won, I think.
Oh, they don't. Oh.
He's trying to inject that European into, but like a bunch of like flashy like South American players. It's not gonna work. You're trying to like put like a.
I mean, it'll work, but it'll take too much time.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they did a bad signing.
But you're right. That does bring like that name, like that credibility.
Yeah.
Because he did coach Argentina too.
Oh, that's
so
true.
2 Copa Americas, only introduced to Chile.
Yeah, not a good.
But still, he did take. I think he took Paraguay to the Copa America finals, like
really?
back in 2010 or 2011.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So.
That he did beat Chile, eventually with Mexico.
Yeah. So. we got your back, Argentina.
Only Argentinian to beat the Chileans.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see what he does with Diego Lainez. I want to see what he does with Chucky.
He got into some beef with Tacatito Corona.
Oh yeah, he like sent him home, right? Or he left home, right?
No, okay, so they said he's like, "You coming?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm coming. Like I want to play." And then like, I think days later he's like, "I hurt myself." But I think he kind of already knew that.
Oh.
But he was like, "No, I'll still go." And then he changed his mind. But I'm thinking maybe it's because of the Champions League.
Right.
Like I bet you Porto was like, "Hey, I don't think you should go. You might hurt yourself more, and we kind of need you." So I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of the international players have been getting hurt, quote hurt. I feel like they're just like, no, you shouldn't play. You should help us in the club.
I mean, yeah, because the club gives you more recognition.
Yeah, well that too, and then a lot of those players that got hurt, they're like their teams are going into pivotal games, and then this is useless friendlies. Like they're already established, a lot of them. So yeah.
Yeah, and Raul Jimenez scored too. I don't see
He
what
did. I thought
Can he take over the Chicharito role?
Honestly, I thought he was trash.
I still think he's trash, but
Me too. I don't feel like he's good.
I've been seeing like on YouTube and the internet lately, everybody's been giving him praise, like signing of the summer, steal of the summer. In the back of my head, I'm like, no, he's the dumb, clumsy Mexican giraffe. That's because we know him. Like, we just
like I told you, I think he's just better for that type of game.
Yeah, definitely suits it.
Like, yeah, whoever signed him like knew they had to know him.
What is it? Who's the Ronaldo agent, the super agent? George Mendes.
He has him.
I don't think he does, but he's remember Wolves is basically a Chinese investor with George Mendes.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
they're basically Portugal too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, he's been doing good. Like, he surprised me, honestly.
Definitely, yeah. I thought he would flop like he has done everywhere else.
Yeah, like all the Mexican players.
Yeah, but
in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Except Chicharito, kind of.
Yeah, Chicharito really hasn't really flopped. Chicharito's just been like, okay.
Below average, but not flopping.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see where that competition takes place because that's an exciting young like attacking core.
I think they're gonna pick Diego. Or what's his name?
Chukis?
No, yeah, him and who else? Leonis.
Diego Leonis plays in Betis right now.
Yeah. So no, I'm saying like I feel like they're gonna start like
one on the right, one on the left.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, for sure.
Exciting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they both could play eventually for Barcelona.
Yeah. Exactly. And then Raul.
That's
like I feel like he's gonna hold the ball and just pass it to them. I think that's it. That's what they're gonna do.
But they're still gonna have a shitty midfield.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because Guardado's leaving. He's like our best midfield. No, Herrera's pretty good.
Isn't Hector Herrera pretty old too?
He's like 29, I think.
Yeah, but by the time it's like the 2022 World Cup, he'll be like
prime.
At least we have Rafa Marquez.
Oh yeah,
bring him back for one more World Cup.
Attacking defensive midfield.
Yeah.
Nah.
And then Ochoa will still be there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think he can go. He can still go.
At least one more World Cup.
Mm-hmm. And he's like 33.
I don't know. He's ageless. He doesn't look.
He looks the same, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah. I'm more worried. Like, it's harder. It's gonna be super hard to replace Guardado. Like he has a good passing.
Definitely.
His vision and all that, and like he's reliable too when he runs. So I don't know who. I don't see anybody replacing him right now.
Well, this player doesn't really play on like in the midfield, but like I don't know who he plays for in Liga Mexicana, but he was on the wing during Friday's games. Adolfo Arturo Pizarro or something like that.
I don't know.
He's pretty good. He surprised me because I'm like, why is he starting in front of Diego Lainez? I mean, I guess because of the age and experience, but like he was pretty good.
Oh yeah, he held his own.
Yeah, he held his own. But that midfield, yeah, it's gonna be
hard,
interesting.
It's we always have a good goalie, and like a decent defense, but then going forward, it's like sketchy.
But now the midfield's gonna be the question mark.
Yeah, it's always like some bullshit.
There's that one player who plays for Monterrey, the one who used to be a U.S. national team player, and then he switched over to be Mexican.
Oh really?
That Jonathan Ramirez, I think that's his name.
Oh really?
Yeah, he plays Monterrey.
Oh, and he's midfield?
Yeah. He's holding midfield, I think.
Yeah.
So he might be able to take over that role.
I'm just glad we have Herrera. He can hold it down.
For how long? For now.
Yeah.
Where does he play?
Porto.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's been linked to Atletico Madrid. And I think some other. I think Inter.
Wow.
Yeah, like he's good.
I think I'd rather go to Atletico.
Yeah, right?
To be honest. Even though Inter is starting to...
He scored a last minute against Benfica.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's a captain, I think.
Of that team?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, he's good.
Isn't he the one that broke Luke Shaw's leg when he played for Ajax?
No, that was Hector Moreno.
Oh, Herrera. Oh, yeah. I always get everybody confused.
No, yeah. I remember, I was like, oh, damn, he broke his leg.
Oh, Herrera's Tecatito.
No, Herrera's that, he's the short one. He's kind of ugly.
I don't remember, dude.
You remember him?
I only know them by
Tecatito
names.
has tattoos.
Yeah.
And, yeah. His last name's Corona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tecatito Corona. Yeah.
No. You're thinking about Hector Moreno. Yeah, they're kind of similar names.
Yeah.
Even I'm confused.
Yeah.
No, I don't keep up with the Mexican national team, though.
I try to keep up with them, but, it's not as broadcast. You have to kind of look for it.
Dig?
Yeah, you kind of, the U.S. is, if you just follow ESPN,
yeah.
it's, in front of you.
If you go on ESPN, you have to go all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's Mexico this week.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Shout out to the Mexican podcast.
Right?
What's that one? El Tri?
El Tri, yeah.
Yeah. It's that one podcast I listen to. Like them too. All right. So there's international break is over.
Next week?
Next week. There'll be one more game this week, and then league games start up next Saturday.
Oh, really?
So we got a shit ton to talk about.
What did we do last week?
What did we do
Was
last
there a
week?
game last week?
Yeah, there was. Remember the FA Cup?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's Zidane's first game as Madrid manager. So that happened.
It feels like it's been a while.
It has, but it's only been 7 days. God, I really don't like watching Holland play whoever.
I really hate the summer months
Yeah,
when it's all just like preseason bullshit.
stupid transfer rumors.
Yeah.
But at least I'll get into MLS now and the Rowdies.
Oh, you saw the International Champions Cup thing?
Yes.
They added Chivas.
Oh, yeah, and you said big club.
Yeah, they were like giant. They said giants, Chivas,
Relegation?
giant Mexican. I don't know.
Did you know you can buy your way out of relegation in Liga Mexicana?
Really?
Yeah. So, yeah, I heard this from the that one podcast I just shouted out, L3 podcast. They said that like I forgot who got relegated last year or last semester, I guess. But they like paid $6.5 million to get out of like relegation,
What?
and they just paid it to the team who got like promoted.
Oh wow.
And I think this year the team that or like this semester is this Clausura or Apertura?
I don't know. I don't understand.
I think Veracruz, the Sharks, they got relegated, and now it's kind of like, what are they gonna do with it? Are they gonna go down, or are they gonna like just pay
That's
us?
not fair though. For the team coming.
Mexico's a weird ass country.
Yeah, we have the weirdest structure.
Yeah.
It doesn't produce consistency for sure.
No. So yeah, but isn't Arsenal coming too? I saw that they're coming.
I don't know.
We gotta go see Arsenal play Chivas.
Smash Chivas.
Yeah.
No, last time when like they came, they beat Man U. No, they beat Barcelona.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was I remember that.
Smashing.
Yeah.
I remember. I think Marco Fabian did like a bicycle kick in front of Piqué or something.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Marco Fabian's playing in the MLS now.
I know.
Still better than Piqué.
For that game.
Just for that game.
That was the last time I saw Barca get smashed by a non, like European giant.
The Chivas?
Yeah, of all people, you know. Or
They
team.
probably put all like what is the next 10 years of that entire team just for that Barca smashing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Who else is in that international?
Probably the big teams. I know Barca's not coming this year. I think they stopped and they're gonna go target Asia.
Oh really?
Yeah, probably the same big teams. Man U probably, Man City.
Oh, I heard that
Madrid,
that
Bayern.
Juventus isn't coming so that Ronaldo doesn't get arrested or something.
That makes sense. I would just tell Ronaldo just like, hey,
Chill, more.
chill. You know.
Take a day off.
Yeah,
or a
you know.
month off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, whatever you need from the U.S., we'll buy it for you.
Mhm.
We'll get Dybala to buy it. We'll pay you back or something. What happened?
Cincinnati took extended unbeaten streak to 3 games when they visit winless in New England. It's MLS.
Oh yeah, shout out
I don't know.
Cincinnati. It's like the first year in the league.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Who?
Cincinnati.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They were like in the league below. Now they got like they didn't get promoted. They just bought their way into MLS.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So is it similar to the Mexican league?
Kinda not. I heard that Liga Mexicana wants to get rid of relegation promotion.
Really?
I mean, they kind of already are just by letting the teams buy their way back into the league.
Right?
Yeah. There's that. What else?
Yeah, I don't see anything here.
We'll figure it. Like it'll come like near like May. We always get the emails.
Oh right.
Yeah.
They're like buy it now.
We'll
Remember
get-
we wanted to see the Clasico?
Oh yeah.
But it was like $300 or something.
And that was a
in Miami.
yeah. It was a packed house.
Yeah.
I remember Asensio scored a goal.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Didn't they kind of want to fight too?
I think so. In Miami.
Yeah. That was funny.
We should go to a Madrid game if it happens. I'll root on.
There's gonna be so much soccer this summer season.
Gold Cup.
Yeah.
Copa America.
We're going, right?
We gotta go
To the
one
final?
game. If you want to,
What do you want, Caesar?
let's go to the final. Chicago.
Chicago?
I got like cheap Southwest. I get $100 off Southwest tickets.
Oh, really?
Because like when I went to San Antonio, our flight was delayed. So they gave us like a voucher because they thought like it ruined our whole plans. But really, we made it on time for everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it
We
was
just-
great timing.
Yeah, we just had to wait like extra like 2 hours at the airport, but it was still good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we got the Gold Cup. We got the Women's World Cup. Danny.
Really?
Yeah. The Women's World Cup.
Where's that gonna be?
France.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
nice.
We'll see who win. The Copa America.
You think like you think when like the women's teams like win, like one of them gets pregnant, you know?
Oh.
Like they're like, yeah, we won.
Did you see that one video of that one U.S. soccer player? Her name, Cindy LaRue.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember her?
No.
Oh. Well, she was like, I think she plays for like the Orlando City women's team, and like she was like 5 months pregnant. You could see the big belly and everything.
Oh, really?
And she was juggling out there and like training. I was like, what the heck?
Is that okay? I don't know.
I don't know. As long as she gets the checks and.
All right.
Yeah.
They can't party too hard after the wins.
I guess so. Yeah. Shout out to the Women's World Cup. It's gonna be. They're gonna have VAR.
Really?
Yeah, which they should have, right?
Yeah, they have to. Standard now.
Right.
Like going forward, standard.
Everybody should have it.
Yeah. Even Liga Mexicana has it.
They don't know how to use it.
Oh, they don't?
No.
You think it's super corrupted?
I don't know what VAR
I haven't
is.
heard any controversy yet.
Neither. We hear about controversies all the time in VAR.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm saying specifically from Mexico.
Because nobody pays attention.
I'm pretty sure there is a lot, though.
Probably.
It's all like favoring America or something.
America's like 4th.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. They beat Chivas like 2-0 last week or whatever.
Oh, didn't they beat them twice?
Yeah, just like Madrid. Lost to Barca. There's that. What else? The International Champions Cup that always happens. Oh, the African Cup of Nations.
Oh, that's
You know how it always takes place in like the winter?
Yeah.
And like for a month everybody loses their best African
Yeah.
player? It's happening in the summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, they finally changed it?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's going to be fun. It's a lot of soccer.
It is.
And then to the ICCC.
And then there's going to be like Euro Cup shit.
Oh, yeah. And then that, what is it, that UEFA Nation League?
Oh, it continues?
Yeah, but for like the Final Four.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like England, Portugal, and then Holland, and I forgot who the other team was.
Oh. Who knows who it is?
Who knows?
Russia?
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And then the transfer window, too.
It's easier if Arsenal and or Real Madrid come again. Like, we have to see them.
Both of them?
Yeah. Or one of them.
We'll see both. I'd rather
Hopefully
see
they play each other.
Yeah. Down in...
Save money.
Yeah. Hopefully in Tampa, yeah. It's good. We just have to pay really exorbitant parking.
Yeah.
We'll just walk there.
Uber?
We'll park at that one, what's that one? Hooters?
College? Oh, the Hooters?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I heard that they don't let you do that no more.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to pay $30 parking.
Yeah. Or get towed.
Yeah.
$200 parking.
I'll go for 30. So yeah, there's
Are you feeling the men's national team's jersey?
Which one? The Mexico?
The
No,
US?
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like the stripes.
I've only liked one U.S. national team jersey. That was like when they had the 100-year one.
I don't remember.
It was like a simple white.
Just white?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah. Simple. Other than that, I haven't been really feeling it. I know they had like the popsicle jersey last year.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, that's the one that they lost to Trinidad too. So.
You think they just destroyed all those jerseys? Forget it all.
I don't know if you know this, but like apparently, when like the Super Bowl happens, or like any championship happens, like the winning team obviously gets the shirts that says champions or whatever. Mm-hmm. Apparently, they send the losing team's jersey to Africa.
What?
Yeah, because it's kind of like donations or whatever.
Yeah.
So like somebody
want to throw it away.
Yeah, so somebody is like, I guess in Africa is running around with like a 2014 Argentina World Cup champions. He probably has a collection of the 2015 Copa America.
It's like, you guys again?
The 2016 Copa America.
That's funny.
Yeah. Somebody has 2 Atletico Champions League shirts.
Oh shit! Right? That's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, I know. When you win something, you get a little star or something.
Yeah.
Next to your crest. How do you guys fit all those Champions League on the?
I've honestly never thought about that. It's just given. The star that kind of like sticks out for me is like when I look at Inter's jerseys, they have that one little star. I'm just like, one.
Yeah.
That's
no,
funny.
yeah, that makes sense. Because like, if you win the World Cup, you get a star on your crest.
Yeah. We're still looking for that one star in Mexico.
Or a half a star.
We need a star just to get past the round of 16.
Yeah, we get a star for that.
Yeah, you get a triangle.
Do you think we have a better chances this go around? Do you think the talent's better?
I think so. It's exciting. It's very exciting. Like Leonis is gonna be like what 22 by the time the 22 World Cup happens. Chuquis will be in his prime. Raul Jimenez is obviously like, we'll see what happens with Raul Jimenez, but like I think he's gonna be at least decent. And then I think attacking will be good. Midfield I think will be the big question mark. And the defense will always just be there.
We'll just have Ochoa blocking him.
And Ochoa is just you can't.
We should just be full out attack and just have Ochoa in the back.
Yeah. Be the sweeper keeper.
Turns to prime newer.
Can we get Ter Stegen?
Just transfer.
Yeah. It's like you haven't played for Germany. I know you haven't because Neuer's there.
Right?
Like how would you like to be a Mexican?
Damn. It's gonna be exciting, like you said.
It's gonna be a fun summer. Interesting. But next week we still got a lot of shit. We got Man U versus Watford.
Ooh.
We got Arsenal versus Newcastle. Liverpool versus Spurs. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And this is the whole like.
It's on the weekend.
Yeah, next. I think Liverpool versus Spurs is Sunday.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you want to watch all of it?
I kind of do. Again. And then we got in Spain. In Spain, this you should look out for La Liga. Liga is really interesting. Alaves versus Atletico. Atletico's in second place right now, and then Alaves is in 5th place, but they're only 2 points off from 4th place Getafe.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, 4th place Getafe.
So whoever loses gets leapfrog.
Kinda.
Oh.
No, Atletico's like far enough where they won't have to worry about them, but like it's really important for Alaves to like
win
and get in Champions League next year, which you would never think of. Have you ever heard of Alaves?
No.
We only talk about them when we smash them.
Yeah, they're that team you smash, right?
They are. I'm trying to look at the goal differentials. Yeah, they're all pretty good. All right, and then we got Sevilla versus Valencia. Both of them are like trying to compete for Europe next year. I think Valencia's still in the Europa League, and Sevilla lost to that one like Czech Republic team.
I wonder what happened.
They just blew a lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got.
You think they'll survive?
Sevilla? They'll be in the Europa League next year, but they're not going to make Champions League, I think.
Oh no, I mean, aren't they in relegation?
No,
Or
neither.
Villarreal?
That's Villarreal.
Oh, you think they're gonna survive?
I think they will. I think they just jumped out of relegation.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're in 17th place. They're how many points of?
Isn't there three relegation spots?
Yes, they're 4 points off Celta. So it looks like Huesca, Rayo Vallecano, and Celta are probably gonna go down. But Villarreal, if they're stupid, they might get
blow a lead.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. And then we got Madrid plays Huesca, so relegation versus Madrid. So we see what happens there. See if we can get a couple goals. Maybe like 6.
Caesar, do you appreciate Madrid more now?
I do. I feel like I've never gone through a bad season.
Caesar's like, what is this?
Yeah. And all for it to happen like in 1 week.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wow.
That was the worst season of experience.
This is how
worst week ever.
Probably.
Damn.
Like this is how it feels to be.
No, but I'm saying, do you appreciate Madrid more now? I feel like we follow them more.
Definitely, yeah. I know way more about Madrid than I ever did.
Where can we use this knowledge?
If we ever go to Spain.
Spain?
Yeah. You can start talking about Jesus Vallejos.
I don't know who that is.
You can start talking about Ashraf.
Oh, him?
Or Teo Hernandez.
Oh, yeah. What happened to that dude?
He's playing for Sociedad.
Oh.
He's doing all right.
Oh, is he alone?
Huh?
Is he alone?
Yeah.
Oh. I remember him, but I don't remember him playing at all.
Yeah. Zidane didn't really play a lot of the youngsters back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, so I feel like this is like it's been a while since I've focused on Arsenal because like school and work.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it's kind of exciting.
It is exciting.
It like re-sparked because like the last few seasons I was like, eh.
Yeah.
Because I think it was just because it was bad. So
yeah. And then for Madrid, obviously the season has been a disappointment, but like I'm excited where the future takes.
Yeah.
Like I know so much about like the club and
Caesar, it's like you broke up with Ronaldo and now you're trying to move on.
I did broke up with Ronaldo. I didn't want Ronaldo in the first place.
No, I'm saying like life after him.
Definitely, I've moved on.
Yeah,
I'm good. We got Zidane back. That's true. This is the one who breaks your heart.
That one broke your heart.
Ronaldo's the messy girlfriend that like caused so much headaches, but like
the toxic relationship.
But she was so fine, so you dealt with it, and then like Zidane was that one girl who like you love so much that you like we're gonna spend the rest of our lives, and then she breaks your heart, and then you're like you cry. And then you lose 4-1 to Ajax, 3-0 to Barcelona.
She comes back when you're on your knees.
Yeah, and then she's like, and that's not because it's not because she did anything about it. It's because you fucked up. So she takes you back one more time.
So wait, so are you saying that Madrid was poorly managed?
Yeah, they didn't plan for this season. I guess they thought Bale was gonna score 30 goals. They thought Benzema was gonna be like
pick up.
Yeah, like how do you? They didn't plan for 50 goals. And those 50 goals are Ronaldo. So.
Yeah,
we poorly managed. We're sorry, Zidane.
It was me, not you.
It was me. Yeah, I promise. I'll treat you right.
That's funny.
I feel like they are because they're giving him that like huge transfer budget, supposedly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, how much is it?
Probably like 300.
Oh fuck!
So
it's a big budget.
We'll see what happens.
But it's actually more because he's gonna throw out players, and like the new players won't have as much wages.
I don't know if we're gonna get Hazard still, but
I don't think he'll come for that much, right?
Probably 80, 100.
Really?
I don't know.
I would say 60.
The market's stupid now.
Inflated.
We might
but
get
he's
Philip
on a 1-year
Coutinho.
contract. Like he's on it in this last year.
I don't know.
They're not Daniel Levy. But they are kind of like, we need money before that ban comes in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see what happens there.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And then Dortmund versus Wolfsburg. This is Dortmund just trying to keep up with Bayern. They were so close, and then Bayern keeps blowing everybody away, so the goal differential like keeps increasing. Like last week, they beat they beat Wolfsburg 6-0.
What the heck?
Yeah, James had a hat trick.
Yeah, he's not leaving.
Yeah. And then what is it? That one Canadian player, Alphonso Davies, he like moved from MLS to Bayern.
Mm-hmm.
And he scored a goal too.
Really?
Yeah. He didn't start. He like subbed on.
Oh.
And I remember his goal was like James was gonna take the shot, but I think he saw that like Alphonso Davies was there. He's like, I'll let him have this one.
Oh, instead of scoring 4.
Yeah.
How nice.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna let go James.
no, I think he's there, and it's okay. I moved on.
Mm-hmm. No, because remember he said like Eriksson could go there.
Yeah, it would
But
be.
like he'd have to compete with James. Wait, do they still have the same coach?
Who?
Bayern? Remaining?
Yeah, that one. I forgot his name.
He's very young. That's all.
Very young, and he coached Croatia in the 2014 World Cup. The team that didn't make it out of the group stage, but made it all the way to the finals in 2018.
He was learning.
Yeah.
I guess he's good then. Because like he went
survived.
from shit, and
Yeah.
then like I expected him to get sacked.
So did I.
Yeah.
I thought if like once they lost to Liverpool, I was like, damn, they're gonna throw him out of the door. But like, he's not. They're gonna ride with him.
Yeah, because he survived in the league.
Yeah.
So this shows he can come back.
Looks like they're gonna win the league again.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. What's
Maybe,
more?
maybe they realize that they're in a transition period too, so they're like, we can't really blame him. You know, Solari and Lopetegui. It's not their fault. Dude, you guys sacrificed 2 managers for Zidane.
Yes, it's worth it. These are Blue Eyes White Dragon.
They were your rebound girls.
Yeah. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. Shout out to rebound girls all over the place.
Yeah.
Or men too, you know?
Yeah. Wait, how come we're saying Madrid's a dude? No. Madrid's a guy, right?
Yeah, I guess it has to be. I don't know.
And the coaches are the girls. Okay. I guess so.
Yeah.
2 coaches for 1 Zidane.
Worth it.
You
To
destroyed.
coach once done.
You got rid of your intern, Castilla coach, and then the national team coach.
I've never thought of it like that. We just go to the national team coach like it was nothing.
Yeah, dude. He was like a little paper bag. Dude. He did not see it.
Nobody saw it.
He was blind. I think only Zidane saw this.
Yeah, obviously Zidane
He's
saw
great.
it. Yeah,
Great
Zidane had that vision.
Yeah.
This is
Still has it.
vision off the field and on the field.
Damn. Imagine him as an administrator.
Zidane?
Mhm.
I don't know.
I think
That's a different role.
Once he's done coaching, I feel like.
It'd be a good.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like the Johan Cruyff of this generation.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. I'm excited.
Hopefully he doesn't die.
He's our. Well, I don't think Zidane ever smoked.
Okay.
I think the whole thing about.
Do you think he'll like replace Florentino?
I think it's. You know what? Yes, I'm gonna say yes because the whole Florentino like thing was like you have to be a socio for like at least 20 years within the club, and obviously Zidane is probably
He's gonna hit 20.
probably. But the thing is, like, will they have the money? Because like Florentino's like one of the richest men in Spain. You have to have like a certain like amount in your bank account.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So like,
Watch him ask for like that amount in like wages.
just so he builds up.
Yeah.
He cuts expenses.
Yeah.
And his like household.
He just lives in an apartment or something.
Or
Airbnb.
No, crappy.
No, he gets
studio apartment with his wife.
Yeah, or he'll like, can I room with you, Benzema? My love.
He's like, I'll cut the grass.
I'll wax your car.
I'll pay for electricity.
I'll do the utilities or whatever.
I'll pay for cable.
They probably don't even have cable. They have pay-per-view or whatever. HBO shit.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
That's funny. No, yeah. So 2 coaches gone.
2 coaches, one's done.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I guess it is worth it.
We got Vinicius too out of it.
Oh, that's true.
You know, I think Solari was the best one because he exposed all these young players to like tough.
Oh, so he wasn't really sacrificed.
He was still sacrificed.
Stepping stone.
Yeah. His sacrifice meant more.
Yeah, he died for your sins.
Yeah.
Or yeah, he kind of did. Those 2 coaches.
Somebody can make a picture of like it was Zidane as a Jesus figure, and like, or no, Solari's the Jesus figure.
Yeah.
And then he died for our sins.
Damn.
Lopetegui's just like, bystander, unfortunate.
Maybe
Casualty.
Florentino needs a replacement because
Who's gonna?
he was president for all this, you know.
Yeah, but he was also president during the 3 Champions League.
Oh, that's true.
I think we're all okay. I heard he doesn't even have like that big of a say on like the transfers and everything else.
So he's just like the face.
I think so. The only thing he has a big say is what I've heard is the managers.
Oh.
He tells.
Oh, do you think he's just like the hype?
I think so.
He's like, we want this player.
Mm-hmm. But it's really like people in the back like,
Oh.
we want this player.
And like just talk about him.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you know what was crazy? So I was listening to Managing Madrid, another great podcast about Madrid. And they said that like last year, you know how like when PSG was buying like all those players, and like every time like somebody was rumored to like buy a PSG player, PSG would be like, all right, here's 100 million or here's the stupid amount of money. So apparently Madrid was very scared that would happen to like that Madrid would be linked to Mbappe or Neymar.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and Madrid was scared that like PSG would come in with all this money and just buy whoever they want. So like in the press, Florentino would be like, we are not going for Mbappe or Neymar.
Oh, that's
like,
why they released
explicitly,
that?
yeah. They're like,
Oh,
we're not linked with them.
Oh.
And then apparently after Zidane, they were like, you know what? It'd be nice to have Mbappe. You know, Zidane's French, Mbappe's French.
It makes sense. Yeah. So he blew it.
Huh?
So he blew the cover. Or
I think he was just like, fuck it, we got Zidane. He's like, we can get anybody.
Oh,
like,
that was for like that little period.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was probably drunk on Zidane in his terrible jeans.
Nah, they're gonna be hyped next year.
Yeah, they're gonna
Catch on.
Mbappe's coming to Madrid. Not this season, but maybe
Eventually.
He has to. You know.
So you're saying
if he wants to be called the greatest player of all time, he has to come to Madrid.
So you're saying he's a reincarnation of Cristiano Ronaldo?
No. Oh, fat Ronaldo.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant that.
No.
That's funny.
Because
I kind of saw him as like a Henri.
That
Because of
too.
the
Speed and just physicalness, just to like.
Yeah, and he's bald.
Yeah, in French.
In French.
It also like what I say. I think he's the reincarnation of Ronaldo is because both of them like shined at such a young age. It kind of makes sense.
In the World Cup.
Yeah.
True.
So
That's true.
I want to see Ballon d'Or winner next year.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Why not?
We'll
But
see.
he has to do a lot in Champions League.
I think that's the only way he's gonna win it if they win the Champions League.
Yeah, he'll win it if he.
He can't keep winning.
Not Neymar.
No, and I think Neymar's
Done.
era is unfortunately over.
That was good.
This is
Wow.
a short 2 months. Whenever he got transferred over to PSG.
That was his highlight.
Yeah. We'll ask him like, hey Neymar, what was the biggest moment of your career?
That dude should have stayed in Barca. Dumbass.
We'll
Dumbass
see.
decision.
We'll see where it takes us.
Yo.
We're still getting the PSG Neymar jerseys, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna get the Jordan one.
The
no,
white
no
or
names.
black?
No names.
Oh, get
Maybe
Bernard.
Mbappe. Yeah. Nah,
Get Cavani.
it's weird now that the idols are younger than me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I used to be like, oh, I want to be like him. Now I'm like, wait, I'm older than you.
Look
I
at
can't
me,
be
Dad.
like you. Yeah, I'm your older brother.
Like Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah.
That much older than
Oh,
our
yeah.
brothers.
Right?
Yeah.
He started.
I saw something funny on Twitter. It was like Raheem Sterling was congratulating Callum Hudson-Odoi for getting his first international cap. He's like, man, he's not even Twitter verified. He's got an
Oh,
international
yeah, he
cap.
said that, right?
Yeah.
Was that a roast?
I think he was like applauding him, like, congrats, like, kid, but like, you're not Twitter verified. He still hasn't started for Chelsea.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, but he's gonna get an England call up. Damn.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So that means he's really good.
Very good. Remember Bayern wanted him?
Oh, yeah. Bayern wants you.
You like?
It means something.
Yeah. See where he goes to.
So how do you think anybody will come in for our players, Caesar? For Arsenal? I think we're safe, right?
I think you're safe, just from the poaching. Maybe it will be when he becomes Ronaldinho in 2 years.
Yeah. He needs to do an elastico, and then he'll get like high.
You're
market
gonna
value.
plot it at White Hart Lane.
Yeah. No, the new is it still called the same thing?
I think it's still gonna be called
White
White Hart
Hart
Lane.
Lane.
Yeah. It's gonna get an applause.
Yeah. Applause at menu.
Yeah.
Or who else? Chelsea.
He's gonna go to Man City watch.
Oh shit. Maybe. Yeah, I guess. I hope not.
Damn. And then Mikel Arteta's gonna be the coach by then.
Oh shit.
Someone's gonna gouge his eye. It's like Tito.
Are we gonna turn into that? Rivalry?
Yeah. You need to hire Mourinho.
No. Just to like poke him in the eye.
Oh shoot. Dang. I think we extended this podcast a little.
Too long.
Too long. We should be ending this soon. All right. So one more matchup for all the Liga Mexicana fans. We got America versus Tigres. Watch out for that. But yeah, that's the end of this show. Oh, before we go, I'll shout out the platforms. You can find us Tres Ways One Goal on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, Podbean, Google Play, or Google Podcasts, whatever. And the last episode on SoundCloud. We got some new platforms, Danny.
Really?
Yeah, we're now on Breaker.
I've never heard of this.
Neither have I until today or a couple days ago. Pocket Cast, I've heard of that. We're on TuneIn Radio. We're on Castbox. We're on Castro. We're on Overcast. We're on Player FM. We're on Radio Public, and we're also on iHeartRadio.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Wait.
So what is that?
Is it all from Podbean?
Apparently, yeah. Just copy and paste the RSS feed.
Wow.
Yeah. So what is that right there?
8, 9?
9, and then plus the ones we already have.
YouTube? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't even count the main ones?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Even our Facebook?
I don't go on Facebook, so I've never seen our Facebook.
You're right.
Yeah.
We don't need Facebook.
Yeah. And Twitter and Instagram, always there. So anything else to say, Danny?
Follow us. Definitely a lot of banter on Twitter.
Who
do we bash on a lot?
Spurs. Unfortunately.
No, who else? There's somebody else.
Man City.
Man City?
PSG.
No, I'm saying on Twitter.
Liverpool.
Oh, it's always Ramos related, though.
I don't. Enough said. Shout out Owabinho.
Owabinho.
Yep.
Reincarnation.
Peace.